Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Please take this moment now with helping me. Click here, subscribe. Next, click this bell. Next, ensure to click all. This helps you receive a notification when I posted my next videos. Next, click this thumbs up button after every time you watch my video. This pushes it up in the engagement ratings and means it will be suggested to more people, therefore is likely to get more views to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. I also have a Patreon page. Click show more. Scroll down. This link here, my Patreon. Click on it. Select the membership. With this membership, you'll get access to all this information. Very good content. Thursday, May 6th, 4:03 p.m. New York time. Discussing currencies. We'll look at the yields first because the yields affect currencies. What are yields? Well, when yields go higher, typically has interest rates go higher, and there's yields on different durations. We're looking at the 30-year Treasury yield, and each of these candles is a week. So since it's Thursday, the current candle to the far right is not completed yet, but it's a yellow candle. That means we tend to take out the high or low of the prior candle. It's in a consolidation, but building staircase pattern, lower low. So the trend is down, the momentum is down. It's bearish bias, you understand? So inverse, the 30-year bond is going higher. As well, when the yields go higher, lower, this yields go lower, typically keeps the US dollar weaker. US dollar weaker, commodity prices go higher. Correlation, understand that. Looking at the 10-year yield, same thing, consolidation, breakdown, consolidation, inside candle, bearish. And the 5-year, a lot of whipsaw on this for the past few years. Yep. In a consolidation right now, off the highs. Looks like two shoulders here. What a fake out that was a few weeks ago. Just a lot of hype, not long-term traders, just a lot of fear. Now we're looking down here at the treasuries. This is the 30-year treasury. 30-year is a bond. Consolidation, breakout to the upside consolidation. So it's building momentum to go up. And it is going up right now. Now we'll look at the 10-year treasury, which a 10-year is a note. It's in a consolidation. This consolidation is higher than the bottom one. Notice again, they were each going inverse yields. And the 5-year treasury notes. New high for the week, trading above the high of last week. Yep. So no time soon are we expected to have the US central bank to raise interest rates. Keep them where they're at, near low, near zero. Let's go on to the currencies and you see the effect. When we look here, we'll look at the US dollar. As we just saw on the weekly, yields are going lower and bonds going higher. So the dollar's in a consolidation. Prior consolidation was here. So just like the yields are going lower, the US dollar has been going lower. And now the US dollar is red for the week. It's in a consolidation. So maybe we'll have a retracement. This dashed purple line, so maybe we'll have a retracement going up somewhere. I don't know exactly what price level. I'm just extending this out that it may go higher. And then fill at some point and continue going lower. So now let's look at the currencies inside the US dollar index. The biggest currency in the US dollar index is the euro. So let's first look at the euro as well as the euro against other big major currencies and the Forex market. So the euro makes up nearly 40-point-something% of the US dollar index. Huge. When the euro moves against the US dollar, that has the dollar index move for. Now we're just looking at the pair, the euro US dollar. For the week, in consolidation, up off the lows. So the prior trend was higher. It's in consolidation. So the probability is here. It's on track to do either a little bit more consolidation, eventually break out to go higher. Because again, the dollar goes lower, expect this to go higher. The euro yen. Oof. Yeah. Really strong euro against the yen. We're on top of a consolidation. Look at all these consolidation, breakout, consolidation, breakout, consolidation, breakout. Euro strong like bull against the yen. Euro pound. Yep. The euro is weak against the pound. Euro highs declining and this consolidation giving strength to the pound. So now we have another consolidation here and filling to close above the supply zone. So a rollover, a continuation lower would give again continuation strength to the pound against the yen. Euro Canadian dollar. Oof, the Canadian dollar has been very strong recently, even against the US dollar. So for the current week, lower low, lower high, took out the low of last week and broke below this low. So Canada is doing very well with their currency. Some of it has to do with their central bank policy. Yeah, Western nations have central banks and they do policies that affect their underlying currencies, their economy. Euro Swiss franc broke down below this consolidation. So that's giving strength to the Swiss franc. I mean, the Swiss franc is a safe haven currency. I'll say that again. Swiss franc is a safe haven currency. Same with the yen and same with the dollar, but not necessarily all the money flows into all three of those equally. But we see what's going on here is the Swiss franc is gaining strength, declining here. The euro is getting weaker and gaining strength to the Swiss franc. Euro Australian dollar as well. Declining euro giving strength to the Australian dollar. We're in a consolidation, long consolidation, really stretched out. Go on to the second biggest currency, the US dollar index. That's the yen from the nation of Japan. You know the name of currencies for each nation? That's a test. I'm going to test you soon. Pay attention. And the name of those currencies for each nation. So here we have the US dollar yen. Consolidation here, breakdown was giving strength to the yen. And then we had this huge candle here, green candle, giving strength, engulfing. So maybe we'll continue going higher, giving strength to the US dollar against the yen. Time will tell because this current candle is not done, not till the end of the week. But let's look at the yen against the other currencies. The euro yen, we already spoke about that. Yep. The euro is strong against the yen. The pound yen, it's an consolidation. Even the current candle, it's already Thursday. Current candle, small trading range, yellow, inside the trading range of prior week. Very interesting. If it closes yellow, that's going to be a trade signal come the next week. I'll look for a breakout. If it closes yellow, that's a trade idea. You should be writing this down. Pay attention. Come Sunday night, when the currency's open, I'll be looking at this pair for opportunity for a trade idea on the faster time frames. If this closes yellow for the week, stay attention, my Patreon members, for alerts coming out Sunday. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Again, I tell you, Canadian dollar is really strong. Look at that Canadian dollar giving strength to itself, taking the yen weaker. So we broke out this consolidation last week, huge move up. And again, this week, new high. So again, Canada dollar is very strong against the yen. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, two safe haven currencies. What a fight. So Swiss franc gaining strength against the yen, just like we saw the prior pair, the Canadian dollar and yen. Yep, really strong. Interesting. Aussie yen, huge consolidation. And look at this, inside candle as well too. Another potential trade idea coming into next week. Won't know until the end of this week when this candle closes. But again, the prior momentum is up for the strength of the euro. Prior momentum is up for the strength of the Australian dollar and it's in consolidation now. Let's go look at the third strongest currency in the US dollar index. When I say strongest, the weighted average, the pound. What does Queen Mother also call it? I think sterling. Yeah, just kidding. Of course I know. Queen Mother. The pound, US dollar. It's in consolidation. Huge consolidation, going over a long duration. But it's been building strength to the upside, giving strength to the pound against the US dollar. It's interesting. Take note of those several currency pairs I showed you are in consolidation. And then compare those countries, which countries are not really diversified, that may be more weighted, or let's just say commodities based. So maybe those currencies are gaining strength just because commodities going higher. So that run up will not continue, and those currencies may be first to roll over. Of course, that might be months or years till that happens, but be aware of that. Some of these nations have strong currencies. They're not so diversified, and their currencies fall hard when that industry sector loses momentum. British pound, Japanese yen, same thing. Strong currency, strong consolidation here, giving strength to the pound against the yen. Euro, pound, already discussed that. Pound, Canadian dollar, really strong down. Look at that Canadian dollar doing very good. Huge move down. British pound getting weak, Canadian dollar getting strong. Pound, Swiss franc, breaking out as consolidation. So again, we saw the Swiss franc against other currency pair, Swiss franc gaining strength, which is a safe haven currency. So if money's flowing into a safe haven currency like Swiss franc, and we know gold's going up, because if you watch my past commodity videos on metals, you saw gold's going higher, and plus commodities are pricing US dollars getting weaker, giving strength to the gold. Trade ideas right there. In the pound, Australian dollar, take note, Australia is a big commodity country, produces a lot of commodities. In a consolidation, indecision. So huge draw out here for the pound, Australian dollar. And we're ended with the one more pair. We'll look at the currency FX pairs. That means they trade on the US futures exchange, not the Forex exchange. We're looking at currency pairs here. So already identified, and let's go through here fast. This is the euro, US dollar. Euro gaining strength against the US. The yen, weaker against the US dollar. British pound in a consolidation against the US dollar. Canada, maple leaf, really strong. Canadian dollar very strong against the US dollar. And we saw the Canada dollar strong against several other currencies. Swiss franc, very strong against the US dollar, safe haven currency. And the Australian dollar against the US. Here we go in consolidation. Thank you, as always, for spending just a little bit of your time with me. Let me know what you thought about this video, and please let me know what you want to see next. If you got value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel. By going below and clicking on my PayPal link, you can leave a small tip. If you don't want to share financial support, no problem. Just click the like and subscribe.